Hello, fellow traders. I welcome you to the Simal Trading Institute. In fact, this very morning, I'm very happy. Why am I happy? I'm happy because some of the things that I've been teaching in my previous episode has started materializing. Now, in my previous episode, specifically in episode 1, 2, and 3, I've been teaching about some of the factors that affect exchange rates. And specifically, I've been talking about inflation, interest rate, and government debt. In fact, when I was talking about inflation in my episode 1 or episode 2, I spoke about some of the measures of inflation. And in some of the measures of inflation, I spoke about consumer price index. Consumer price index is one of the factors that moves the forex market very, very much. So, my fellow traders, in fact, in case you have not watched my previous episode, I will ask you to do so that you can understand exactly what we are trying to talk about at this very moment. In fact, this particular episode is going to be very, very short. It's just to show you that the things that Simal Trading Institute is teaching you is very good, and you can even see the effects, how that particular information is moving the market. So this episode is just to prove that the information you are giving out is nothing but the truth. So, fellow traders, let's watch this. And before we watch this, I want to give thanks to the Lord Almighty for granting us these wonderful opportunities again. In fact, don't forget that without God, nothing can be possible. And don't also forget that it's only God that can make you rich and add no sorrow. So, fellow traders, let's go and watch this particular data. And we'll come back and we'll look at how the chart responds to the data that I spoke about in my previous episode. Guys, fellow traders, watch this particular data. This was a data that was supposed to come this very morning around 6:45 a.m. this morning concerning the French economy. Now, in my previous episode, I spoke about consumer price index. Now, if you can watch carefully, at around 6:45 a.m. this very morning, there's a data that must come concerning the French economy. That is about their inflation. Now, that data will affect the market positively or negatively, depend upon the information that will come. Now, look at what is happening here. The information came exactly 6:45. And the information was positive for the French economy, which means that the French economy was doing very well. So consumer price index for this July was better off than the previous month. So let's look at the effect of this particular consumer price index in the French economy. Let's see how this consumer price index in the French economy moves the market. Let's go back to the market and observe. Please don't forget the time, around 6:45 a.m. So let's look at the 6 o'clock candlestick. Now, let me look at the 6 o'clock candlestick. If you can look at below very well, the time is showing there and the candlestick is also showing. So I'll place my my pointer on the 6 o'clock candlestick. Now, at exactly 6 o'clock, you can see that the market was moving positively. Why is the market moving in the positive direction? Which means that the market, the French, they use euro. The French use euro. So the market was going for euro. So if you can observe carefully, you will see that the price of euro is going up. It's going up around 6 o'clock. Now, the news was supposed to come around 45 a.m. What was happening here is that this particular data is moving the market to favor the euro. So from 6 o'clock candlestick here, it moves and move. So the market, so that particular information has affected the price in the market. So we spoke about factors that move the price or factors that move exchange rate. So here, from this very point, assume that you want to follow the big guys. So watch out. Let's assume that when the information came, saw it so quickly, and the information was very positive. So you place an order around this point. You place an order around 1.09971. Now, you observe the market moves, and then around 1.10224, you want to go out. The consumer price index is an indication that the French economy is very strong. So this alone has made the traders to buy into the euro. So as they buy the euro more, what happens is that the price of the euro begins to increase. Like I was saying last time, if you want to move with the big guys, you must learn how the big guys trade. So if you can follow my previous episode very well, from episode 1 down to the current episode, guys, profit is assured. You are assured of maximum profit. Now let's do some bit of mathematics here. All right, guys, this is my calculator. I want to do some brief calculation for you to see and understand that the information that we are trying to share with the public is very authentic. Now look at this. Let me go back to my chart and pick some few data. I spoke about pips in my episode 1. So if in case you don't understand what pips are, go back to my previous videos and watch it. Now let's pick the data here. Now let's assume that you have placed an order around this point. So that is 1.09972. So let's say you have ended around 1.10236. So let's do a brief of mathematics here. So let me pick it again. You are earning here. So that is 1.10230. So let's assume that it is 1.10230. Now, minus 1.09985. Okay, so guys, this is what is happening here. But I want to look at the pips. Now, because I want to look at the pips, let me take out the 1.0 so that I can see exactly what I'm trying to talk about. So I'll take the 1.0 out so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Because the way I'm doing it, I know you won't get it because you need to do a bit of calculation for you to get exactly what I'm talking about. Now, when you look at this from this point, when I take out the 1, because the 1s are the same, the 0 are also the same. When I look at it from these parts of the calculation, you realize that you are making a 245 pips within from 6:45 to about 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. You are making 245 pips. Now, let's do this calculation. If you observe critical, something called loss size. I have explained those things in my previous episode. There is something called loss size. Here I have 0.3 loss size. So let's assume that I have deposited a small amount of money and I don't want to risk the money so much. So I'm using the loss size of 0.03. So let's go back to our calculator. This 245 pips times 0.03. So that is about $7 I'm getting now. So you can see $7.35. Now, guys, $7.35 within less than 2 hours or 3 hours. It's a good job. Now, let's take it that I've invested about $100. So because I've invested about $100, I want to take risk. Because in this field of forex trading, it's about risk taking. So I want to take risk. So I decided to increase the loss size to 0.5. 0.5. Now, 0.5, look at the amount of money I'm making. I'm making $122.5 from just less than 2 to 3 hours. I'm making $122. Guys, this is so amazing. And don't forget that it is only God that can give you that mentality and the ability to be able to enter the market at the right time and come out at the right time. Other than that, your profit that you have made can be swept off. The market can consume your profit and even consume your initial capital. So it is only God that can give you such a wisdom. So we thank God for that. So guys, look at this. Just within less than 3 hours, you're making $122.5. Guys, this is amazing. This is possible. This is only possible with Simal Trading Institute. In case you have not subscribed to our channel, please, I will urge you to do so quickly because there are a lot of information that will be coming up. Guys, look at what is happening. Right now, there is something that is happening in the market. I will not take too much of the time to explain that. But what I want you to observe is that the thing that we have been teaching about in the Simal Trading Institute is what is happening in the market. The factors factors that move the market prices or the factors that move the exchange rate is what we are showing right now. So I just showed you the consumer price index right now for the French economy. So it is showing that the French economy is a very strong economy. And Charlie, guys, in case you have not watched our previous videos, guys, please go back and watch the previous video. Go back and watch the previous video. We will take our time, explain the things, the markets to you for you to understand. So, guys, don't miss any episode of ours. This video is just very short and very fast. So, I won't take too much of the time. Guys, to make $100 a day, it is very possible. It is possible to make $100 a day. It is possible with God. With God, all things are possible. Thank you so much for this wonderful attention that you have given me, and I'll be there for you. Thank you, guys. May God bless you, and God bless you and bless you with more money.